Yep.
All right, Mr. Bureau, since obviously you're not doing the video this
Absolutely
week,
not.
where's the
Outside.
lovely Mrs. Bureau at?
Why? You gonna try to get her to talk?
Well, obviously you're not in any position to go out and get your hands wet.
Yeah. So she's gonna be out there. The last place you look. You guess where she is? She'll be the last place.
All right.
Hatchery, warehouse.
All right. Say goodbye now.
Yeah. Bye now.
So I'm on a mission to find Tamela, and it's always, if I check the hatchery, she's not in the hatchery. If I check the warehouse, not the warehouse. Check the office. Ultimately, it's always the last place that I check. And Rick said she was out releasing some fish earlier. Tamela, what you doing?
I'm getting another tank ready to move out the gold heads into, baby gold heads.
Nice. Well, obviously Rick is indisposed, so we're gonna film you today.
Well, I'm not a gabber like him, but I will do my best.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, so let's just give a little introduction to our area out here. I know some people have seen it, but this is your grow out area.
This is my grow out area. I bring compressed seps and calvas out here. When they get to be, you know, maybe about a half an inch, I bring them out. I put them in the tanks. I grow them up to inch and a half. When they're a little bit too crowded, then I move them up to bigger tanks over here. So I have all the way up to 3.5 inches and larger, 2.5, and the inch and a half out here.
So I noticed in some of the tanks, Tamela, you have like, that's a roofing tile.
Correct.
It's like I don't see any fish in this tank. Obviously there must be babies, but
yes.
So do you always put some sort of a structure in with the babies?
Yes, I do. And then when they get to be a little bit bigger, I'll take it out. They'll feel more comfortable in there running around until they're bigger and they're just swimming around all on their own here.
Excellent. So what are we going to look at inside?
Today, I've decided I'm going to tell you about the Tanganyikan Gold Ocellatus shell dwell.
Yay.
That is what got me into this whole business. I fell in love with it. But I'm going to show you how I breed them, and I'll show you some babies.
Excellent. Let's go.
Okay. Well, this is one of the rooms that everybody's always trying to get into.
Aha, your famous breeding room.
One of them.
One of them, yes.
This is the Gold Ocellatus. Now you notice that I breed them in PVC, the little caps. Now I don't glue the caps. I don't know if anybody's going to be in here, but okay. When you go to check the babies, they're easy to get out that way.
Wow,
So
instead of a
that's why I
seashell
do it.
or something, yeah.
Yeah, I do have some seashells here, right here. My last remainder shells. Now this is usually in the lake.
It's kind of blurry, but you can see like the
Yes.
tail or the head there
Right.
and the little tail there.
Yeah.
So let's talk about when you're setting these up. What type of a ratio? Is it one male to one female, or you put, you know, a few males and a bunch of females?
When I first started out, I put, you want to start with the young ones. So you put them in a tank. That way your ratio will sort of be even and you can pick and choose and set up your breeding tank. You can do one male for a couple of females and that will work. In my tanks, I have like 2 or 3 males because, you know, I have plenty of females. They're all hiding now.
And so these were, when you put them in there, they were already sexually mature, so they were
Yes.
of a breeding age. So what type of a regimen do you check them every month, every 2 weeks, every other day?
Well, I check the shell dwellers. I check calves and crest up differently, but the shell dwellers, I check them every 2 to 3 weeks. Now, some of the females are very good parents and you can leave the babies in there with them. Others, they forget that they're mothers and their snippet snacks. So, so I don't know, you choose to do what you want, but you have to love these fish because they're not the best breeders, but they are just a joy to watch. If you put them in a tank with sand and everything, they build their little homes and they will fight off all the other fish around. They think they are the pit bull, which they're not.
So what other species, so for the home aquarist who would like to include this, what other species are make good
Something
tank
docile. You can put some steps at the top and, you know, just something that's not going to be too aggressive with them, and something small.
So definitely
maybe
not a
Mela
peacock or a hap or
no,
anything,
you
yeah.
put some Mela grease in there, other shell dwellers, and you'll have a nice little tank. And I love watching them. But I have down here, these are some young ones that I took away, and I've got several other tanks of them that I'm going to put together.
Now how old would these be? Approximately.
These are probably about 4 or 5 months old.
Wow.
Maybe just a little bit older. Can you see them?
Yeah.
They're very, very pretty.
And so how long before they reach breeding?
These right here, the females are that size when they breed. The females are small.
And at that age,
that's
the
why
4 to 6
when people say,
months?
can I have an inch, inch and a half?
Oh, it's already a
Fish,
breeder, yeah.
You're talking about a breeder.
Yeah.
So the males, they get up a little bit bigger, probably 2 inch. But as you can see, my Gold Ocellatus are gold.
Yeah, they are very, very
They're
gold.
so pretty. And I love these they're such little characters.
Awesome. Well, you said you had another tank in the warehouse,
Yes, in the
so
warehouse,
we'll go
and I'll
check
show
that out.
to you. Okay, this right here are my next group of breeders. Let me wet this so you can really see. And
So
these are
are
full
about a
adults.
quarter of
These-
an inch. That one, the biggest one back there is a ½ inch bigger than the
Yeah,
other
these
one.
are full adults. But see, they always come up to me in the morning. I say that I'm the Gold Ocellatus whisperer, but I think it's because they want some food.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
But, when I was out in my area before, these are the gold heads that I'm going to be putting out. These and these into...
So these are about an inch, inch and a quarter, and these are
Right.
ready to go outside.
Oh, yeah, yeah. These are ready. And maybe the next time that we talk, I find these guys, since we're talking about shell dwellers, I find these guys amazing. These are Sumbu
Sumbu.
shell dwellers. They live in the little tiny shells just like the Gold Ocellatus does. And they're a compressor cell.
Now,
So they're
do you
so
put these
cute.
outside as well?
No, no, these will stay inside. In fact, in the hatchery, I have tanks of them, and I breed them also in the PVC, the little tubes.
So the biggest one in here is like an inch and a quarter. So how
Yeah.
old would these be?
Oh, I really don't know. I've lost track of these. But the females are about this big when they start breeding. The male gets about that big. And that's full grown. That's a full grown compressor set, and they're very, very pretty. What? What are you doing out
I
here?
had to come get this stuff over here, okay? I know I'm not supposed to be out here, but what do you want me to do? Sit around there all day and pick,
Ye-
pick my
yes.
nose? Pick my nose?
Oh,
I
yes.
can't even pick it.
All right, apparently I have to go and put him back in the house. I could have come and done
I like
done
that
it.
shirt. That's your
Oh,
Chris Big shirt,
this
right?
is Chris Big's design. He's a good friend of ours from
What's
Canada.
it called? The crazy...
And I love this shirt. I have like 10 of them.
Rick has one too.
What's it called? Crazy? What's his site? Crazy?
Oh, Matt Aquarius.
Yeah, look him up sometime. He's funny.
Yeah, he's great. He's a great guy.
But I'm not allowed to be
anyway,
out here because I don't want to get sweat under here.
So remember, like and comment and subscribe, please. Thank you. Bye.